I swear I wasn't gonna buy any records today. Usually when I start my video with me saying this, I bought some records. Well, this time I did not. I failed miserably. Well, maybe that's for you to judge. So I have three, I swear I didn't want to buy any records today, situations that I want to share with you today. So the first one was at eBay Kleinanzeigen, Greg's List kind of thing. And it was offered here in K-Town, 170 records containing Kraftwerk, Depeche Mode, what else was there? Pink Floyd and Supermax, etc. He had the ad up for about a month and he was asking 500 euros. And then I saw the price was coming down to 450, and a week later it went to 430. Being a local ad, I figured I can just go there and check it out. It's not big of a time investment. So I mailed him, I told him I'm interested, and he invited me over on a Wednesday evening. So I stopped by 1800, and he just gave me the address, no name. He told me he'll meet me outside and then he's gonna show me the records. Okay. Anyway, I showed up. Here's this guy with an itty bitty dog, and we went into a cellar. It was downtown K-Town, so it was a high rise, and we went into the cellar where there's those little portions of cellar where you can store your stuff, and he dragged out the boxes, and it was damp and cold, and yeah, the records were just thrown in banana boxes. And then he told me that he does Haushaltsauflösungen, which is disassembling apartments and taking whatever's in there and selling the stuff. So supposedly it was three collections in one. He basically said he's firm on the price, and the condition the records were in were just not in a collectible state. They all needed deep clean, so a lot of work. That would have been for my LP3. Actually, I would have loved buying that collection just to give my LP3 more work, but he wasn't going for my price of I think I offered him less than 200, and I would have paid 200, but he wasn't even gonna negotiate on the price. And then after 20 minutes, I just said, thanks for your time, I'm out of here. That was a pretty big letdown. The ad is still up. He's still trying to sell it, and it's been now a month gone. The records are in worse condition now, being in a damp cellar. So yeah, it's sad. Which brings me to part number two, also on eBay Kleinanzeigen, where a guy offered 150 records. 150 records, and the price was negotiable. So I wrote him, okay, what are you asking? The pictures showed 80s electronic body music, Front 242, Nitsa Ebb, and the Neon Judgment. But also stuff like Talking Heads and Yellow, which all are of interest to me. I would have loved getting that collection also. But the guy hit me with 650 euros and is firm on the price. And then he was bitching about that I'm the 10th guy writing him, and that there already has been a couple of visits by people that just pulled out 10 records and wanted to buy these for 100 euros, and they just cherry picked. And yeah, he wasn't gonna have this, so he was letting me know in advance before I come, so I know I have to pay 650 euros for records that were previously owned by an elderly person, okay, EBM, whatever, and they were cover-wise in a bad condition. They were smudged and dirty. Some you already could tell on the pictures that they're not in good condition. But then he wrote me that the records themselves, because the guy was so old that he wasn't even able to handle the records right. That's why the records are also in a bad condition, and still he's asking for 650 euros. So I thanked the guy for his time, and I told him that, in my opinion, the price would have helped putting it in the ad for me to say, thank you, I'm not even gonna bother you. But after our conversation, he took down the ad. So I think maybe he's fed up with people trying to lowball him. So that was the second story on buying records. And the third one is, also this was in K-Town, so it wouldn't have been a long drive. I just could have gone there after working hours and checked out with no big time investment again. Which leads me to, I swear I didn't want to buy any records, number 3, which was an hour drive. So 2 hours getting there and going back. But it was a very tempting offer. It was this elderly lady selling 130 records for 80 euros. She put that in the ad, and this was Facebook Marketplace. So the pictures showed only a couple of the records, and there were Sade, Curtis Mayfield, Quincy Jones, also Talking Heads, and other stuff that was of interest to me. So I figured I'll just give it a shot. I mailed her that I'm interested in those records, and if she is gonna be in K-Town during the week. I guess I just gambled, and she responded with, "Do I know you?" I'm like, wrote back, "No, you don't," or "No, we don't know each other. I'm just responding to your ad you put up about the records." And then she sent me a voicemail through Facebook, and it was like, "Oh, I didn't know that the records are still that wanted. There's been so many people asking." And I'm like, "Oh, shit, okay." So, and then she said, "Well, I have more records in the attic, and I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna make a new ad whenever I sorted these out," or she puts the ad online. And that has been a week. And oh, and also she told me that uh, that day we mailed, I think last week, I can't remember the date, somebody was stopping by to pick up the records. And I just checked, and the ad is still up. So something seems fishy about that. Because I was about to say, hey, I'm going to drive there. But luckily I didn't, because maybe this is some kind of scam. Because after a week, if so many people wanted those records, they should have been gone by now. And the ad, like I said, is still up. So that's the third story of I swear I wasn't gonna buy any records today. So I failed to buy in all three cases, which is not that bad because I saved a lot of money, and I didn't get a lot of crappy records. But I promise you, my next video on I swear I didn't want to buy any records today will be again about me buying more records. So I hoped I entertained you with these three stories. Maybe you have a story to tell on how you buy your records, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, have a good one, and keep those records clean. Bye.